Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of That Sounds Like a Podcast. I'm Raven.
I'm Jenna.
And I'm Audrey.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You're right. So, how's everybody's week?
My week has been a little all over the place. I've been getting on my own nerves because I've been doing so much that I have been losing things, and when I go so fast and I lose things, it really aggravates me. So
I've just had a lot going on. It's honestly kind of stressful.
yeah.
Between the podcast, by the time this episode comes out, we've already announced our candles, which are very exciting. But that alone has been...
Y'all should come check us out if you're local. Yeah, come check us out on November 15th. Well, you'll see the post by now. When this is posted, it already posted up on our social medias, or we're putting it on the
Everything.
Yes. Where are y'all going to be at?
So, we're going to make a post tomorrow, the initial, announcement of us, because only a few selected people know.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to go on the 15th, which is our drop date. We're going to go down to the vendor thing and do that. But, if people want to order online or whatever, they can. We'll just...
TikTok.
Yeah,
I will put the name on the screen because we have a TikTok shop now. And so we're going to do it through that way. I got to finish setting up the whole thing. We have it. It's approved, but... Yeah, we'll have a little card, so we have a QR code where it'll go immediately. When people see us in person, you can scan it and it'll go automatically to our TikTok.
That's so exciting. So is it a festival that's going on next week, or...
It's a vendor event.
So, everyone, whether it's, cookies, baked goods, clothes, candles, shoes, homemade craft stuff.
Any business.
Anything, a bunch of vendors are just going to be downtown. There's going to be, music and stuff.
In Eastman?
Yeah.
That's going to be really fun. Y'all are going to get a lot of foot traffic and stuff, so that works out perfectly with, y'all dropping and everything.
I hope so. I hope it goes as planned. I just have the mindset of, even if we sell one candle, we sold a candle. We had a customer.
Some people that have told me, and I know they're going to come and get some. So I've already told them. So I know we've at least got 3 people that's going to come get some.
But DJ's family, he's going to support.
Yeah. I hope we sell out.
Y'all honestly might sell out. Because going to an event like that, people come to buy stuff, and candles, everybody loves candles, and y'all have the style of them are really good and aesthetic and stuff. So I don't see why y'all wouldn't sell everything out. Y'all, I'm manifesting, and I believe that y'all are it's gonna be more of a problem to keep up with the supply if y'all keep going to vendors like that, festivals, stuff like that. Y'all should travel around and do that.
Yeah,
because shopping online, everything is so saturated. So y'all are gonna have y'all's regular people that go online and buy from y'all. But when y'all are doing events like that, y'all are gonna sell out really easily.
Yes. My sister does that, and she honestly makes a living from that because she does not candles. Girl. She does crystals. She sells crystals and jewelry, and she sells out every single time she goes to one of those.
Y'all should do a collab. Have y'all ever seen the candles that have crystals in them on the top?
I want to do that, honestly.
That's what got us started into the whole candle thing. We were gonna, we used to always send each other the videos with the crystals and stuff on top, which we have some actually if we wanted to do that.
We really could.
Yeah, we could. We have all this stuff that we haven't used that feature
Y'all are doing a fall drop, right?
Mm-hmm.
That could be more of a New Year's thing, and y'all could tie in the New Year's resolution vibes of manifestation and stuff that goes along with that.
Yeah, we have an idea about how we're gonna do some of that because we talked about it before. We just gotta see if we can
talk about the chakras.
Yeah, if we're gonna be able to do that. Then I just got a whole bunch of supplies today because the 15th is coming up really fast, and so we're gonna have to be I'm gonna be living with her at this point. I'm over here almost every day
for
now.
The next 2 weeks. She'll be. Might as well just make this your room.
I was gonna say, here, guys. This is my bed. Welcome to my crib.
I'm excited for y'all to drop so y'all can like really talk about like the process of everything. And like the episode after y'all have the vendor is going to be so fun because y'all get to talk about everything that happened and like how y'all sold and stuff. So lots to look forward to.
We're going to make a TikTok showing the process a little bit. We're not going to show everything because we do make our own stuff. And, like, I've told so many people about this because we've been doing it for so long, like 2 years. And it's like, they hear me, but they don't hear me for real because I've told them that we make the vessels.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, like, for y'all to talk about, like, the process and stuff.
Yeah, and that's the hardest part. And I retold somebody about it because I was telling them about the event. And I was like, oh, I didn't know you make the... I was like, I told you this, like, several times.
It's literally, like, 100% homemade. Like, I mean, besides the wigs, we have to buy those.
Yeah.
But,
so if y'all don't understand what they're saying, the container that actually holds the candle, they are molding this by hand. And you can, like, keep the dish. And, like, I love a good candle trinket dish. Like, when you, like, take the candle out with, like, hot water, and then you just have a little dish. I just did that with one of my fall, like, little spooky pumpkin candles, and it's so cute.
And they're so adorable, honestly.
Yeah.
I love them.
And then we're using the wood wicks. They're supposed to crackle. Some sound louder than others, but that's something that's something we can't help control. That's the word I was looking for. But we've had a lot of trial and error, even some recently that kind of like defeated us a little bit because we've been stressed out trying to meet the deadline. But I think we're good now. It's been a lot of like I feel like a little scientist over here. Like
it is science.
Yeah, it's a lot of math and science when we first actually because the longest part is not even making the candle itself. We've pretty much got that down to a T almost. It's just making the other things. So, but we're gonna have a TikTok video. Are we doing it the next day after we do the announcement post, or sometime that week? After we do the announcement post tomorrow, well, it'll be, y'all already seen this when this comes out. But it'll be sometime this week when this posts that we're going to show the process of how we make the candle.
Yeah, y'all need to start planning, like, I mean, it's already a lot that y'all have to do, like, just to get everything out. But, like, maybe once y'all get through this first event, y'all should make, like, a content day. Add, like, content days into y'all's routine of making the candles and stuff. Because I feel like...
You can go ahead. I didn't know
you were really aesthetic to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the last time she was here, we wrote down a bunch of content ideas because, like, for me personally, I haven't told anybody but people that are close to me. So, like, you, Tiana, DJ, her, my mom, my sisters don't even really know. Like, I've been keeping it under wraps. So, like, for me personally, I feel like when we make the announcement, we're going to have to post content so people are still reminded that, like, this is really what we're doing. And kind of what she said earlier, like, I tell people that we make candles and they're like, oh, okay, but I don't think that they're listening. They're really know that, like, this is for real. Like, we're going to
start a business.
Yes, like, this is for real.
And, like, most people, when we say we're making candles, they think that we're just doing, like,
little trinkets.
The little ones.
Like
that
the
are,
little pack at Walmart in, like, the, gift section.
Yeah.
Not to lie, I had the best time making those. Jenna brought one to the house. My candle was ass, but it was fun.
While I was looking for some stuff earlier at your mom's, I actually ran across one that we had used. And I almost took it because I was like, I do this every day now, though, so I don't need to add to mine.
That was me yesterday at Walmart. We were going to get food, and I was like, I really need something, like a candle for the house. And then in my head, I'm like, I can just go in my room and make a candle. Why do I need to buy $20 worth of candle when I can make it for free?
Literally.
I love that. I'm excited to use y'all's candles, like, just, like, as me, so I'm excited for everybody else to experience it.
Speaking of candles, y'all, today, I think we might have a fallen soldier because my dog somehow got out of her cage, and so I had lit one of our candles, the last one that we made of the batch, the last time we made them, and they, by the way, they make your, I would say your whole house, but I got a small house, so I don't know for all the houses. It smelled like that for 2 days straight. So, anyway, today my dog, Iris, got out of her cage while I was gone, and my roommate called me today and said that she ate up the candle. Or was trying to eat the candle. So, it smelled that good, y'all. It's edible at this point.
All clean ingredients. All clean ingredients. We're not hurting dogs and children over here, okay?
Yeah.
What about you, Audrey? How was your week?
Well, starting off, last time we recorded, starting off like I had like some crazy week, no. But I watched all of the Halloween. There's 13 Halloween Michael Myers movies. After we recorded the Halloween episode last week, it was Friday. We watched 13 movies from Friday to Sunday and just sat there and watched all of the Halloween movies. They suck so bad. Have y'all ever seen them?
Yeah.
No, I've seen a few of them. I haven't seen all of them, but that was like my idea was for tonight was like binge watch a Halloween series, and that was gonna be one of them. Mm-hmm. But you're saying it sucks.
No, the last one.
I enjoy watching a bad movie. It's bad because it's old. Like the first movie came out in like 1973, I want to say 1975.
Okay.
And it has Jamie Lee Curtis from like the Activia commercials and Freaky Friday, when she's like 20 years old in this, and then she's throughout the whole series. And I was so excited for that because I was like, we love Jamie Lee Curtis. These people, so many people, like different directors and like media companies picked up these movies. It's not the same one all the way through. So they just decided to like make their own plot. To the point it's so bad that Jamie Lee Curtis has a daughter in one movie, a random son in a second movie, and then a whole nother daughter in another movie. But
I didn't even peep that, and I've watched them.
Yeah, like the plot line is completely gone. And then the third one, honestly, you can just skip it because it's like not even a Halloween movie. Jason isn't even in it. Or freaking Michael Myers isn't even in it. It's just some random movie that they decided to call Halloween 3 that has no ties to the rest of the movie except for one scene in the latest one. It's about masks, like Halloween mask, and the kids are just wearing the mask. You're like, oh, that's that random shit from Halloween 3 for no reason. But it's really funny. You should still watch it because it's like a Halloween tradition, but
I've never watched them all together, like back to back. I guess that's why I never realized that her kids changed. But I did watch the last one that came out where everybody talked about the fight scene where he like went against a whole town of people and was just like,
yeah,
that was terrible.
Yeah, that was so bad.
No, Tommy, the dude like that was leading the thing with the baseball bat, he was a kid in the first movie. They finally started to tie stuff in at the very end. But he was making me so mad in that scene.
What movie series makes me mad is just because we're on this topic. Chainsaw Massacre, I love Chainsaw Massacre because it really is genuinely scary. That movie scares the out of me. Like, it's scary. But the newest Chainsaw Massacre, the one where the very end where they fight him, me and DJ were cracking up because it's just like
stupid.
It's so like they could have came up with something better than that, honestly.
I love a bad scary movie because I'm not like a huge horror person. So like when there's something that's making me laugh in it, I enjoy it more. But the plot line, it has to make a little bit of sense. I'm still mad about this. Like, what happened to the daughter in the first movie? She was just a little girl. You just abandoned her, faked your death, and now
she doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's so stupid. It's like, how hard is it to just watch the movie like I did and follow along with the plan? It's really making me mad. But that's what I did during the weekend. And then this week, I've just been on my content grind, just trying to post every day. I got some brand. I was working with this jewelry brand, and it got me like a bunch of like other deals. And I'm like going to get some clothes from people. And they're verified on Instagram, but they're not taken off on TikTok. So it's like making my Instagram inbox blow up, but my TikTok and my TikTok followers are still like I only got like 14 new followers from the brand deal, but on Instagram I got like a way bigger number.
Yeah, I see. I was gonna say, I seen you post about the jewelry. I was gonna ask how that was going because I know you had mentioned it before, like a couple weeks ago or whatever.
Yeah. I was scared.
It was good. I just wish that the brand was like more established on TikTok because I think they have like 17K on Instagram, but on TikTok, it's not as good. Not as good at all.
So, are you getting? Well, actually, you don't have to answer that. Never mind. I was gonna ask if you were gonna get. Are you getting paid for that? But
it's commission based. So, like, if people use my code, which is 90% off, Audreygram all caps for Arthur's Jewels, then I would get like I forgot how much percentage of the price of jewelry that they pick. And then once they drop new stuff, I'll get sent free stuff when they drop new stuff. And then the clothing brand that I'm working with that's verified on Instagram and has more followers than the jewelry brand does. It's the same thing. So I'll get sent clothes every month and then I'll get some percentage of the commission.
I might have to look into that because when you said 90% off, I was like, is this right? Did she mean to put 90? Because most of the time when I watch people and they get a code, it's like 10% or 20%, but 90% off, that's a good deal.
That really is. Okay, so yesterday we all posted on all of our stories, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, of you guys to tell us stories, and basically we're going to read them and respond to them. And let me just say, a lot of these are juicy.
Wild stuff.
I'm excited.
It's all anonymous.
Some of them are like advice, and some of them are literally just them telling us stuff that happened. Mm-hmm. So let's get into it.
Let's go.
Okay, so the first one, she said, I've been talking to this guy for 6 months. We go out on dates. We text all day. He even calls me baby girl.
Oh, all right.
Anytime I ask what we are, he states the word he's not ready for a relationship, but he still acts like we're together. Do I cut him off or just go with the flow?
So he calls her baby.
So like they go on dates and stuff. They text all day. He calls her baby girl. But when she's like asking him what are we, he's basically like, I'm not ready for a relationship. So she's confused as if that she should just cut him off or just go with the flow.
Mixed signals, bro.
Yes, it's a little bit of mixed signals, but at the same time,
it depends on if that's what she wants. Like, if she want like a, I mean, obviously, it kind of sounds like she does want a relationship, but if you've been dealing with that for 6 months, like, it's time to make a decision, girl.
6 months is way too long for a talking stage, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but I have made this mistake before, so I'm not judging.
I'm about to say, I don't know, because I'm not going to lie, me and DJ were probably in the talking stage for about a year before he really
with my ex
asked me to be his girlfriend. But kind of what Jenna said, like, if that's what you want, like, if you want to wait for him, like, cool, but you can't get mad if he, like, doesn't end up in a relationship with you, because you kind of already knew where that was going.
Yeah,
I wouldn't push the issue. But again, I wouldn't.
Unless it's getting real disrespectful at times. Like, if you see him, he's saying he's not ready for a relationship. If you see him doing things that he shouldn't be, like, acting like he's single and all that, you just watch the signs. Because you can definitely know a person's intentions with that by just paying attention. So,
but it sounds like all of the signs are good. So, she's not understanding why he's not wanting to make it official. So, I think since it's been 6 months, that you should try to get to this is what I would do. I would try to get to the bottom as to why you don't want to make it official. Because if you're taking me on dates and you're being consistent this way and this way, but you're not ready to make a commitment, then there's a problem there. And you need to find out if the problem is his past or if his problem is with you or what it is. And then you need to decide based on what that problem is, if it's something you want to deal with or if it's something that you don't want to be a part of.
You said it perfect.
That was
you did good, Audrey. Yes.
Wait, look, I get it wrong.
I love to confront people about their traumas. Like, what's wrong with you? Why are you doing this? What's up?
Therapy session in right now. Starting.
That's
a good one. Okay, so I got one. It's a little longer. It's pretty juicy. I don't know what these people have going on, but
wait, no, do that again.
Okay, so someone said my ex-wife and I started having problems and decided we should divorce. She later ended up getting on drugs and lost custody of the kids and went crazy mentally. Long story short, she walked all the way across town through the woods with no shoes on and broke into my house in the middle of the night while the kids were asleep, threatening to harm me and kidnap one of the kids. I was spooked because she looked demonic, like straight out of a horror movie. Jeez. I would be scared. Call the cops.
For real.
Immediately.
I'm terrified.
And go to
Wait,
church.
so she just walked through. Why would she walk through the woods? Like, was she? Because she was on drugs.
Yeah, I'm guessing. She walked through the woods with no shoes on and kidnapped one. She said, "I'm getting my kids back." Or
I'm not acting like that, yo psychosis ass. Oh, I'm sorry, but
Yeah, I think definitely some legal action is needed to take place here. And I mean, also,
that's
rehab. Rehab is good. You should practice that.
be good or bad because you can meet some other junkies there. Hot take.
My thing is that's gotta be so sad on his end though, because like think about it, like say you're in a relationship for a very long time and this girl just ended up getting on, or your boyfriend got on drugs really bad, and like imagine seeing them at their highest and then go so deep down to their darkest path. Like
Yeah.
like that's so bad for him kinda.
Like, that's the mother of your kids. And you just see her going downhill like that. And now you got to step up. I can't imagine how hard that is for him to try to, like, step up with all.
And it's so much worse. It's so much worse than just a regular divorce because from the kid's perspective, they're losing their mom too to drugs. It's not just him and the mom breaking up where they go over here one day and they go over there to dad's house the next day. The mom's completely out of the picture. So their parents got divorced, which is really hard on kids, obviously. And now they can't even have a relationship on their mom because not only is she not choosing their dad, she's not choosing them.
Yeah, and depending on how old the kids are, what if they're, like, old enough to, like, see their mother like that in that type of state and how much that can affect them when they get older.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the whole demonic part too, that's real. Like, psychosis is real. It turns you into a completely different person.
I think of, I was about to say a baptism, that too, but, what's it called?
An exorcism?
An exorcism?
You need an exorcism.
Order.
Place a hand on the head. In the name of Jesus.
Need some Jesus water.
Some holy water. I rebuke you.
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Alright, so I'm going to read mine next. It's kind of long. It's another story time. But it says, I was secretly seeing this older guy who would pick me up after midnight and we'd ride dirt roads until the sun came up. One night it snowed, which never happens where we live. So he picked me up and we went driving like usual. Everything was fine until he started to change the music on his phone and slid into the ditch. I laugh in serious situations, but he definitely didn't think it was funny. He got furious, and when I laughed, he blamed me for not watching the road, even though I wasn't even driving. We sat there in silence for a while. The tension was so thick, I didn't even know what to say. When I finally tried to calm him down, it only made things worse. He rolled his window down, pulled out a gun, and emptied a clip into the woods. Okay. That kind of thing wasn't new, especially when he'd been drinking, which was pretty much always. Then he got quiet, pointed behind me, and said in a creepy voice, "Hey, what's that over there?" I didn't look, and I still wondered what would happen if I did. I ended up calling my friend to come get us. He made me sit in the back seat while he sat up front with her, which was honestly fine because I was over it by then. We sat in the driveway for hours, and out of nowhere, he started mansplaining how to use his gun.
Ew.
While he was doing that, it went off right into the passenger side floorboard. He didn't even react. He just got out and said, "I need to stop drinking," and walked into the house and ghosted me. But of course, he came back. They always do.
Is crazy, and I don't know if she's still with this man or this boy, but if she is, she needs to leave because that's a red flag in itself.
That's the biggest red flag.
That's
what do you mean?
Like murder, like possible murder, scared that he's going to shoot you. That's like, that flag's on fire, and it's like about to burn your face off.
It's really
so you need to run.
It's giving y'all could have went to jail. DUI.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, after that, well, I guess you don't know. I keep asking these questions like we know these people, but, like, after that, I'm just confused as to why she would sit in the driveway with him for so long.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was like, and also, if you could have called your friend, then why did you go in the first place? Because starting from the beginning, the first problem is that dude was drunk. It was snowing, and he lives in a place where it normally doesn't snow. So odds are he doesn't know how to drive in snow. So you're already in danger for one, and then for two, he's drunk. For three, this happens a lot, and then for four, he has a gun and he enjoys using it.
And it just randomly went off. Poor judgment on all sides.
Do better. Just do it. That's my advice. Just do better.
Yeah. Do better.
But yeah.
The card says do better. All right.
Oh, let me go back because there really was a lot. I feel like there's more. There's definitely a lot of problems here. But sitting in the driveway for like after you just went through all of this is insane. Oh yeah. And
Also,
then he actually shot the gun into the floorboard. Like he could have.
That's what I was saying. And then she also sounded like she had a problem with him sitting in the front with her friend. Like the fact that he sat up front with her.
That's weird. And then also, after he goes in the ditch, he gets mad because she wasn't watching the road. It's crazy.
You were driving, sir.
You're the driver.
I want to know who this guy is. I just want to have a little chat with this guy.
Yeah, never speak to him again. Mm-hmm. I understand the satisfaction of being like, he ghosted me, but he came back. But, like, leave it at that. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point, after that, it's not really a flex.
Hey, look over there is crazy.
Hey, look over there.
For what? Like,
the only good thing that came out of this is he's aware that he needs to stop drinking. So hopefully, if you're out there, if you're listening, if you know this is you, which I'm sure you can honestly tell, this is a very unique story.
Very.
Yeah.
Listen to yourself. Listen to yourself and stop drinking.
Heal.
Okay, so it says, I found out my friend has a secret group chat without me. I only noticed because one of them screenshotted something, sent it to me, and I saw the name at the top. It makes me feel like she's being fake. First of all, girl, you're overreacting. I'm sorry. That is a little weird that you even feel that way. Because me and Jenna are friends. We have a group chat with me, Jenna, Audrey. But if me and Jenna and Tiana had a group chat, I'm sure 9 times out of 10, Audrey's not going to feel some type of way. Or vice versa. Like, I'm sure you have other group chats with other friends.
Unless they're sitting there talking shit about you and that's what the screenshot was about, then I'd have a problem. But I don't care. You do you. You have your own life. You have your own other set of friends. Like,
this needs a little more context. Like, I need a little bit more
information.
I was about to say, because I think it's different if, like, y'all have a friend group. Because I've had friend groups. Keep in mind, this was when I was younger, and it does give a little high school energy. But I have had a group of friends where it just kind of felt wrong to me, like, because y'all are so close as a group, it just kind of feels wrong to leave one of the, like, somebody out. Mm-hmm. And it'll be like, why am I not included in this? When we go out and when we hang out, we're all hanging out as a group. So why am I going to be excluded from this conversation when, like, literally every time we hang out together?
Yeah.
Because that's what I was saying. Like, if it was, like, a screenshot of them talking about you or...
No, it says I only noticed because because she sent me a screenshot of something and it was at the top, like your notification. So, like, it could have been a picture or whatever they were talking about. Whatever they were talking about, I guess the notification popped down when she took the screenshot and sent it. But that's only the name of the... I just need more context, honestly. I don't really know about that one.
Okay, so I got this from someone, but it's a very short and kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's really more of an advice thing instead of like a story. So so it says, I'm doing a long distance relationship with what? It says, I'm doing long distance with my boyfriend and I'm not sure it's going to work. Should I stick it out and keep trying or try and leave?
Definitely need more context on that.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think.
Yeah, because I feel like if it's good enough to where you feel like you could stick it out, then stick it out. If it's something good, I don't see why you would leave just because it's long distance. I mean, eventually y'all will come together if, y'all are both making efforts.
And
but
it depends on how long it's been long distance.
That's what I was going to say. I feel like it depends on how long it's been. And then, like, I'm not sure what time frame. Because I had a long distance relationship and it did not stay long distance longer than. I met him in March. I met him for the first time in March. And I moved to another state with him that July. So, and I feel like that is soon, especially with someone that you don't really know, but it worked out for me. So I'm not going to put like a time frame on it, but I feel like like there needs to be a time where you make a plan. Whatever feels best for you, there needs to be a plan to come together or either go your separate ways. So timing is a big thing.
I'm kind of going through that. And so like you said, I wouldn't put a time on it because that also depends on like your lives, But it's just really.
Yeah, I wouldn't put a time. I wouldn't put a time on it for a different person. I would put a time on it for myself.
Why?
That's what I was. Because I mean, I'm just like the person that likes to plan things, and if I feel like it's just going to be long distance, the whole point of a long distance relationship is to get through the long distance. I think the whole point of a long distance relationship is to get through that period to get to the point where y'all are together. So, I mean, in my situation, the whole time that we were talking and being long distance, it was making a plan to be together.
Yeah. I just currently how I feel is I'm impatient a little bit, but I mean I like to wait a little bit because it also lets you know how the person feels if they actually care enough to like keep it going consistently until y'all actually meet each other or whatever the case may be with a long distance relationship.
I agree.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Like, there definitely needs to be a period where you're getting to know that person. And then after you feel like that period is over, you know this person, y'all are close, you see a future with this person, then the planning needs to start. And that in between period between getting to know the person and making a commitment to this person, I don't think that period needs to be very long because that shows commitment. I don't know. It's definitely situational.
Yeah, I was gonna say because sorry for not letting you really get much in right now, but I was thinking the other day because of like obviously what I'm going through, but it also depends. Like you can't really put a time on it because it depends on how much you talk to that person because y'all could be sitting there talking all day, every day, learn everything y'all know about each other in like a short amount of time. And it also just depends on like if like their lifestyle situation, like maybe they can only talk to you when they're not at work or something like that. So you're learning about their lives and who they are slower than others. So it really just depends on like your gut choice. Like listen to your gut.
Yeah, I can't really comment much on this topic because I've never experienced long distance. So I feel like that'd be wrong for me to be like leave him or stay with him because I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
I hated long distance.
Yeah.
Obviously, because I didn't do it for very long. I absolutely hated it, and I would never do it or recommend it to anyone.
She said, "Come get me,
get me now."
Yeah, like, come on.
I'm a little bit that way, but I'm also because of like who I am and like how I am with people. Sometimes I like that I'm not around them because of my social battery. Sometimes I like just being by myself and like I can talk to you when I want to, but at the same time, but then if I really like you, I'm going to talk to you all day, every day, respond fast and all that. So it really just depends on my moods.
Yeah, it depends on how good you are at being on the phone. If you can't be a dry texter, also you shouldn't be a dry texter with someone that you actually care and want to talk to anyways. I don't think that's a thing where it's just like I'm not good at texting. I don't think that's a thing if you really like somebody. But you have to be good at answering the phone, keeping your phone charged, all the little stuff that goes into that, and like communicating. You have to be a great communicator to make a long distance relationship work. Because like even something as little as like a tone of a text message being taken the wrong way can like mess up the vibe and like the feelings about the relationship. Yeah.
No.
That's really all y'all have. Is the text and calls. So
yeah, I agree because I'm not a good texter whatsoever unless like y'all, like even with y'all sometimes, like because we talk on here, but when it comes to like actually relationships or trying to talk to people, I suck. I used to be the type of person that always wanted to text instead of be on the phone, but now I'd rather be on the phone because I suck at texting. But currently it's to the point where I just automatically think of something to say, like witty or whatever. Like it kind of brings it out of you. So
yeah. When I was long distance, me and my boyfriend only texted whenever we were somewhere. Like if he was at work or if I was at work, that was the only time we texted. Any other time we would be on FaceTime. And I definitely recommend that. Obviously, if you're in a long distance relationship, if you can FaceTime, FaceTime. Like in that moment, if you're not busy, FaceTime. So that's the only way that you're going to like really form a connection, I think. That was my experience.
yeah, I agree completely.
But if you're like just asking in general if you should stay or leave without us having any context, I would just say if you're having a bad feeling about it and it's something that you don't want to do, get out of it. Like even if you care for that person, if you see it not going anywhere because of the long distance and you don't have a plan and you're not ready to talk about a plan because of this, that, and the third, then I would just move on.
Yeah, don't waste your time and don't waste your energy. For sure.
Yeah, because imagine like when you're sitting at the house by yourself and you're having second thoughts about it.
Yeah, because you're
asking to be with somebody right then. Like you could be making a connection with somebody deeper than what you can on the phone. So
yeah, just listen to your gut.
Yeah. That's a hard one because, like you said, it doesn't really have any context.
Yeah.
All right, but Jenna, I think like the situation that you're in, being long distance right now, is really good for what you want right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like because you're like in an era where you're ready to be by yourself and stuff. So it's like you're being able to connect with somebody that you could have a future with and you could end up being with physically in the future, but you're also like not having to not focus on yourself because you're physically by yourself.
Yeah.
But like so you're still able to grow and like get ready to be in that position without actually being in that position.
Yeah, I agree.
I love it. I'm excited. Really do.
It's so funny though because like one episode I'm talking about how life is great with that, and then next episode I'm like, this episode I'm like, oh, it's great.
In like my experience though, that's how new relationships always are. Like, yeah, sometimes you get together and everything's perfectly fine and like all signs are pointing to this and it's like perfect. But sometimes in my experience, always there's a conflict that comes up and you have to decide to go through it with this person or leave.
Yeah.
And I think that's how it always is.
That's just your trial and tribulations with that relationship. That's what makes or break y'all, I feel like.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, oh, I'm having problems with this person. Like, I'm just going to leave them. Well, a lot of times that just shows
you have
each other's characters. Yeah. Like, me and DJ's relationship was not perfect whatsoever. Jenna will tell you at all when we first started dating. But now we're like
they made that.
Now y'all have that.
So, yeah.
Love that.
He cued in at the perfect time.
Facts. It's the sound of Raven's voice because he won't do anything if it's just me and Jenna talking. It's honestly really cute.
No, he's been doing that all day. Like, a while ago she was taking the dogs out and he was like smile at me, but he wouldn't like giggle, like scream until Raven brought the dogs back in and he's seen his mama. It was the cutest little thing. When he's got like a little dimple, I love it.
It's funny because DJs swears like, oh, he's a daddy's boy, he's a daddy's boy. He is, but when he's hurt, feeling bad, sick, super excited, lonely, he calls for his mama. I'm sorry, but he's low key a mama's boy.
It's your little twin.
Yeah. I think he looks like DJ.
They always say boys are closer to their moms and then girls are closer to their dads.
Yeah. My sister said
Unless you're me and like don't have a dad.
I don't have a dad either. Okay.
All my friends have dad issues.
We love daddy issues. It builds character, okay?
It does.
Literally everyone I know does.
We turned out awesome.
I drink so much. Like, I go through so many drinks on this podcast. Like, I just have to have something in my hand, I feel like.
Because we talk so much. Do you need something?
Yes. Okay, so this is my last one. It's another story time. But it says, I've had the same friend since high school. We were like ride or die friendship. She knew everything about me, my insecurities, my family, my secrets. She was like a sister to me. About a year ago, I started dating this guy. At first, everything was perfect. He was sweet, thoughtful, all the things. And my friend loved him. She always talked about how happy she was for me, how we were couple goals, and all that. She even helped me plan a little surprise for him, buy gifts, and text him for me when I was mad. She was always involved. I honestly thought she just cared about us as a couple. But after a while, I started noticing little things. Whenever he called me, she was always around. And she'd suddenly need to take a call or go to the bathroom. She'd get defensive when I brought him up. She changed the subject. My gut started feeling off. But I brushed it off because I trusted them both. One night, he left his phone at my apartment. I swear to you, I was not trying to go through it, but a message popped up, and it was from my friend. And it said, same time tomorrow, ? I already miss you. I froze, my heart started pounding, and I literally said out loud, no way, no way. But my curiosity got the best of me. I opened it, and there was a whole thread of messages. Flirty, hotel reservations, pictures of them together. She was wearing my hoodie in one of them, and just sat there. I just sat there staring at the screen like this can't be real. And the weirdest part was I didn't even cry right away. I just went completely numb, like my body couldn't process it. Instead of confronting them immediately, I decided to play it cool. I texted her a couple of days later like nothing happened and asked her if she wanted to go get some drinks. She said, of course, all excited like she hadn't just betrayed me. Then, right before she came over that night, my boyfriend texted me, on the way, babe. And then I knew this was about to get good. They both showed up. Marcus came in first. Damn, she dropped his name.
Damn.
Okay, Marcus. Then my friend walked in and saw him. Her face dropped. And I just smiled and said, oh, perfect, you're both here. Saves me the trouble of telling the story twice. Period. Then I played the voice memo that I found on his phone of them together. You could hear the guilt all over the room. Nobody said a word. I get what you're saying. You could hear the guilt all over the room, but no one said a word like that. I just took a sip of my wine and looked at them and said, don't worry, I'm not mad. I just think you two deserve each other and the drama that comes with that. Then I grabbed my keys and walked out.
She did that one.
So, the way I would crash out,
Dude, the whole way.
She's doing better than me. Yes. I applaud you for being so strong and like confronting them both at the same time. Because
yeah, that was badass.
Yes. Like I said earlier, the way I would crash out, not only is it your boyfriend portraying you, but it's your best friend, your so-called female soulmate that you're supposed to be around and be comforted.
Comforted.
Bye. Like, you're being betrayed on both sides. My heart would be in my literal.
Yeah.
And the way that they showed up together, like he just happened to be on the way because they were already together. Like that's bold.
He thought he was doing something there, being smart.
Yeah.
I just.
I would want to beat her ass, not gonna lie, in front of everyone.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was a real grown-up thing to do. It's just, like, confront them and then be like, y'all deserve each other and walk out. Like,
and also, you go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, that, to me, was probably bigger than an ass whooping.
Yeah, it is.
Because you're a big one with that.
Yeah, for sure.
I understand the whole thing, like how she had to process it. Like she didn't cry, she didn't get mad or nothing. Honestly, when she had that conversation, she probably still hadn't fully processed it yet. Yeah, because I went through something kind of similar to this, but not. And it takes a long time to process what was actually done to you, especially if like you would never do that to them. And it's just like a lot. Like your brain literally can't connect something like that. Yeah, like you could say that you're gonna react this way and like get mad and like want to fight them or something, but like until you actually have like seen something like that happen to you, which I'm sure y'all have had something similar to this too, maybe not with your best friend, but it's like you don't always react the way that you think you're going to because it's like so much to process.
Yeah. For me, like I never, like when I got cheated on, it never was with my best friend. But the emotions that I was feeling that day, like you said, like it's so hard to process because for me, I just wanted questions. Like I wanted answers, honestly. So I was asking questions. Like I waited until he woke up and I was asking him questions. Of course he's gonna lie about it, but I kind of just wanted to see if he was still gonna lie about it. Yeah. Even though I knew the truth. Like, and another thing, Marcus, you need to realize
Marcus.
Your phone is your phone is not a safe place. I don't understand why guys think that their phone is like their secret spot because 9 times out of 10 when a dude gets caught cheating, it's because of the phone.
Yeah, you just like literally don't care. Like how many times do you have to hear about somebody getting caught? How many times do you have to realize that this is dumb? Like you just don't care. Yeah. You don't care if it works or not. If you did, then you wouldn't cheat.
I feel so bad for her. I want to give her a hug because I could not imagine like the emotions she was going through.
Well, honestly, I'm so glad you found out because it's even worse when like you don't have proof. I'm so glad that like you were able to nip that in the bud for yourself and not have to like deal with the extra embarrassment.
Yeah, I just know the hurt that like she's going through seeing them already together and when they were already there together. I just know that just like really sent her for a loop. But the fact that she still processed that and was the bigger person, I really applaud her for that.
I really like him. BRB. Yeah. We have our first guest.
Yay! Everybody's fine. Hi to Kari. We love.
What is going on? So this is what happens when you're a stay-at-home mom and the dad's at work. And you're still trying to make a living.
We love him. Our first guest.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Around for Jakari, the cutest child alive. But, so what I was going to say is, I haven't went through the thing where it was the best friend, but I went through something where I got cheated on, and I knew the girl that he cheated on me with was more than one, might I add. And,
oh, wait, no. And she was told that it was his cousins this whole time. Everybody and their mama was this boy's cousin.
Everyone.
They love to use that.
Yeah.
Literally. That's crazy. I've never heard that before.
Yeah. It's crazy. Oh. I'm getting distracted by his cuteness. But what I was saying, I got distracted. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Jesus.
You're talking about how y'all went and showed up at that man's house.
Yeah, so me and the girl, like, I called up the girls, or I texted her, and like all the other ones, I tried to get us to like meet up, but only one of them really came. So, and Raven was actually with me.
I was about to say, was this the time I went with you?
Yeah.
I was not even there, but I just want to say this. Jenna was the girlfriend. They had been dating for 2 freaking years. And this one girl was just walking around acting like she was the main one.
She thinks, out the blue, she's a smart little girl that she can do whatever she wants. No.
Like, I get, like you're not supposed to be mad at the girl, but I called you here, and I'm the girlfriend. What are you doing?
I was mad at the girl because she's going to be like, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to talk to him. And then, like, push Jenna out the way and, like, try to act like the main character. Like, honey.
This is not about you. This is about you not supposed to be being here right now.
Yeah. But the way it was set up, though, is like, so she wanted to talk to him aside from everyone, even though the whole plan was for us to confront him at the same time. Yeah. Right. Let me put it back. So yeah, the plan was we were gonna go in there at the same time. Well, she wanted to have her own little time with him. Like, she walked in first. She's like, I'll text you when to come in. So she went in there and was like immediately hugging on him. Like, she wanted to see if she could get him to like basically choose her. A pick me. And
no way, Jenna. How did you not?
I've seen this whole thing. I looked through his window and I seen it. And so then even her friends that came with us was like, oh no. Walk in there. So I walked in anyway because I wasn't waiting on her to text. And then
obviously I'd be walking in and snatching her up by her hair and I don't even fight.
It wasn't my battle, but I was going to make it my battle seeing that.
Yeah, so I walked in and shit went down, and like she was trying to still be like the pick me. Like, he was talking so much shit towards me, like literally like saying I caught him, what do I want, a cookie? Like, I didn't care at that point because that had already been like multiple times he had cheated on me. So then like shit was getting said back and forth, and I would defend her when he said something bad about her, but she never defended me, and her friends called her out about that afterwards when we were driving back. But she did still, like, after he said what he said or whatever, she tried to pull him in his bathroom and like pick me.
Oh my gosh, I have another story time. Okay, so same dude before this happened. It's our junior prom. And you know how we were talking about everyone is this dude's cousin?
Yeah.
So he asked his cousin to prom instead of Jenna.
Another cousin.
And they've been dating for 2 years. They've been dating for 2 years at this point. It is their junior prom. And he asked somebody else to prom.
Wait, is this?
And I was like,
oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So me and this dude, Jenna's ex, are in the same class together. And I find this out, and I don't remember what I said to like start the conversation, but I was basically like, you're taking your cousin to prom? And like you've been dating Jenna for 2 years and you're gonna take your cousin to prom. And I must have like just came out the bat mad because he was like, man, you better stop talking to me, man. And like getting up out of his desk and like walking towards me and stuff. So I stood up out of my desk too and I was like, you're a weirdo. You're weird. Why are you doing this? Like, what is wrong with you? And he's like bucking at me in my face and stuff. And then he got kicked out of the class. You know, I was the one yelling. He wasn't yelling.
But ironically, I had the class after that. Like, they had like 5th period, and I had 6th period in the same teacher. So I heard about it from the teacher the next class period.
No, I told you about it before you even came into class.
Well, yeah, that too. But then the teacher also was adding to the fact. And I was just
So
like,
she started talking about it like during class. She was telling you about it like after you came inside.
when I walked in, like we were all walking in, and she was just like, "So you have?"
She said, "Go, Jenna."
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's all we have for this week. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of That Sounds Like a Podcast.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow our TikTok. That_sounds like a podcast. And also, don't forget to be on the lookout for our candles on our TikTok page. We'll be posting our announcement. It's Twin Flame Candles. Yeah, I'm excited.
Say bye.
Yes, I'm excited. Bye.
Bye.
Yes.